This is the course overview for EDU 515 for Fall 2, 2018 at Concordia University, Irvine. I'm starting at the top of your course. You have the reminder to start here. This gives you a brief welcome as well as a few things for you to do. Be sure you read your Meet Your Instructor page, read through the course syllabus, order your textbooks, and watch this welcome video. So let's start with the Meet Your Instructor page. Here is a little bit of information about me, Dr. Denise Estrella. It rhymes with umbrella. You can contact me here on this phone number. I also text as well as talk, so feel free to save this number. My email address is denise.estrella@cui.edu. You can read a little bit about me and my educational background. There's a little bit about my professional experience, my biography, and a little bit about my areas of expertise. Here are the textbooks for the course. You'll want to make sure you order the Leadership Challenge as well as the publication manual of the American Psychological Association, and this is edition 6. You can also access the course syllabus by clicking on this link. You'll want to be sure to review this during the first week of the course. Each week I will post announcements. I've started this week with an announcement about our fall schedule. Please note that we are starting on October 15th. That's a Monday. And we're ending on December 14th. That's a Friday. We also have a week off for the week of Thanksgiving. So notice that we take a pause between weeks 5 and 6. Let's talk about the assignments you'll have for this course. You will have 5 assignments. Each one is listed here. To access the directions for each assignment, you'll want to click here. This is the one for the first assignment, which is the City Online Certification. You'll find a description of each assignment. This one, which is due during week 1, is the Human Subjects Research Training, which you will take online. It is worth 30 points. You will need to upload your certificate that you've completed the training, and that will be your evidence for your first assignment. To access the instructions and obtain your certificate, you'll click on this link here. This certification is the one that you will use to conduct your capstone research, which will be the end of your Concordia project. I'm also an advisor for the capstone project. So by getting this one done during this first assignment of EDU 515, you will be preparing yourself for your capstone project. All right, that's assignment number 1. It's due on Sunday, the 21st of October. The next assignment will be due on the 28th. That's at the end of week 2. That is the Leadership Style Video Clip Analysis. So when you're ready to submit your assignment, you'll click on the link and you will submit following this link. To access the directions, click here. You are going to analyze 2 video clips. You'll find the description of each here, and you can click and use your Windows Media Player to view each one. You're going to write a 4-page paper where you talk about the Patton video and the Chamberlain video. Please note that you have to follow the APA edition writing style. Be sure to cite information that you've gleaned from your text readings and include an appropriate reference page. Our third assignment is the signature assignment for this course. It will be a business and educational leader interview, and it will be due on Sunday, the 11th of November. To find the directions, you click here. You will conduct an interview with two people, one who you perceive to be an effective leader in education, and one an effective leader in business. You're going to be looking for effective leadership traits, and if you read through the assignment, you'll see a nice guideline for you to follow for each of your sections. This one also follows APA format and needs to have a title page. Assignment 4 is your leadership philosophy paper with a reading reflection journal. So first click on the leadership philosophy paper. This will be based off your reflection journal. Your reflection journal you will start in week 1 and you'll write in it each week. You'll use your journal to write your leadership philosophy paper. We'll go over this in more detail as we get closer to the week when it is due, but you'll find a nice description here. You'll have a reflection journal and template. And this will help you. We'll also be utilizing a discussion board. Each week you'll have a link to follow. When you post in the discussion board, you are responsible for posting your original post by Thursday of each week, and then by Sunday of each week you'll need to respond to at least 2 classmates' posts. The only exception is week 8, because that is a short week. You have to post by the Wednesday and respond to your peers by Friday. Concordia University Irvine is a Lutheran college, and each week there will be a devotion. The devotion is optional, but to find it, you will click on the prayer link. You will have a link to your assigned groups. The groups will be posted towards the end of week 1 once I've confirmed the enrollment. The groups will be assigned. They will be assigned at random, and this is a way for you to get to know your classmates. Under the resources section, I want to call your attention to information about the MAED program, as well as the Capstone Handbook. You will have a mandatory library training. I'll post more information about that later in the first week. You'll also find information about your city human subjects research training. There's also a section about APA resources. Now this is a very user-friendly section. Here is a writing template for you to use. So when you get ready to write your papers, you do not have to format each paper on your own. You can simply go to the file, make a copy, retitle the document, and set your share settings. That way you don't have to go through and do all the spacing and titling yourself. We also recommend the use of Purdue OWL about APA formatting. I'm just going to close some of these tabs. Purdue OWL is a very commonly accessed writing lab. It is online and free to students from all universities. You can access the information here. Oh, you won't actually use the writing lab because we have our own. Let's go to that now. Here is the Concordia Irvine Writing Lab. This is a service that is included in your tuition. I encourage you strongly to use it. This is a person who is available for in-person consultation. You can email your submission online and you will have somebody assigned to review your paper. They will give you feedback on your writing, and that will enable me to give you more feedback about the content of your paper rather than going over the writing mechanics with you. I encourage you to plan ahead for your assignments so that you could submit the information to the writing studio and receive your assignment back in time to make adjustments and to submit by the posted deadline. Here is a connection to the CUI library main page. You'll get a training session that is mandatory on how to use the different sections, but it's very useful to know how to find the library. And under Capstone Connection, you'll find some definitions that you will use throughout your course of study. You can look in this section to review the meaning of peer-reviewed, the meaning of paraphrase, and of quotation. This might seem a little elementary for graduate students, but it's important to follow these guidelines and these definitions because they will improve your writing and improve your score throughout the course of your study. This is where we will start each week. You will see that each week has its own tab. This is week 1 and so forth. Each week will have a review of the topics, their learning outcomes, a weekly overview by your instructor, your assignments for your readings, that week's Christian message, a link to the discussion board, and a link for you to submit each of your assignments. So during your first week, when you're submitting your certificate that you have completed for your training, you'll click on the link. You can write your submission or click to attach something from your browser. You can write me a little note, and that's when you'll hit submit. So that's an overview of our course. Our course will last 8 weeks, plus 1 week for the Thanksgiving break. Just a reminder, if you have questions, you can contact me either by email or by phone. I generally respond to my emails within 24 to 48 hours. And if you would like to text, I would encourage you to do so if you have a quick or easy question. My office hours are between 6 and 9:30 p.m. during the week and between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. on the weekends. If you have an easy question, feel free to send me a text or an email. I'm able to connect to those during the day and able to give you a quick answer. But if you would like to speak by phone or make an appointment, then speaking in the evening is best after 6 p.m. That's it. That's the course overview. I'm looking forward to working with you this term.